Welcome, dear viewers, to our show, Cultural Flavors. I'm your host, Dr. Mohammad Al-Qattan.
And I'm your co-host, Eman Marafie.
Dear viewers, in every episode, we're going to take you to a short trip with our guests to discover their country, traditional and historical places.
Not only that, we will also ask them questions about their best places to visit and many other questions.
So we have a break and we're going to continue, so please don't go away.
And we're back, dear viewers. We're going to talk about this country. It's the country of civilization.
As well as it's very important, it's really specialized in touristic places in the world.
The ancients of this country slept on a pillow that made of stones.
As well as it's connect between two continents, Asia and Africa.
So what do you think? Which country is it?
I think we should tell our dear viewers, let's go to watch a report and we'll be back.
Okay.
So dear viewers, we're going to see a short report and we'll be back, so please stay tuned.
Egypt, a country linking Northeast Africa with the Middle East, dates to the times of the pharaohs. Millennia-old monuments sit along the fertile Nile River Valley, including Giza's colossal pyramids and the Great Sphinx, as well as Luxor's hieroglyphy lined with Karnak timber and the Valley of the King's Tombs. The capital, Cairo, is home to Ottoman landmarks like Muhammad Ali Mosque and the Egyptian Museum, a trove of antiquities. Cairo, the capital of Egypt, is one of the most populated cities in Africa and the Middle East. The main agricultural products of Egypt are fruits and vegetables, cotton, rice, corn, and wheat. Egypt is known for its high-quality Egyptian cotton.
And we're back, dear viewers, in the main part of the culture flavor, and I'm so excited to talk about a really lovely country, which is Arabic Republic of Egypt, with our distinguished guest, Mai Khalil, as well as Shahinaz Khalil. We are so glad to have you today to talk about Egypt.
Thank you.
We're very happy to have you with us.
Thank you. The pleasure is ours.
I don't know where to start, but let's start with the Egyptian culture.
Yes.
So could you tell us why is Egyptian culture is so unique?
First of all, I think it's because of the diversity. In Egypt, we went through so many different eras and so many different cultures. We had the ancient Egyptian culture, and we had the Greek era, the Romanian era, and the Coptic era, and lastly, the Islamic era.
Wow.
So each era, it had its own taste, it had its own traditions, its own religion, its own beliefs. And by the end, it made what Egypt is now.
Wow.
So now we have in Egypt, we have Coptics, we have Islam, Muslims, and even we have so many Greek, they are still staying in Egypt, they are Greek Egyptians. And this is what is giving Egypt the flavor which it has it now.
That's very interesting.
Yes, and I think adding to what Shaina said, that the culture in Egypt also has a diversity through cities and people who are living in Egypt. So we have South Egypt, Upper, North, and everywhere, and each city has its own culture, its own accent, its own costume. So we have a lot of beautiful mixed cultures between Egyptian people themselves. So yeah.
And could you distinguish between culture and culture by probably accent or clothing?
Actually, we can catch them through the accent.
Okay.
So it's like Alexandrians, they have a special accent. Everything with them, it's like So they know when we speak, oh, yeah, from Alexandria. It's like that. And the same, it goes for another city like Port Said. They have a very special accent when they talk. And in Aswan, in Nubia, they have a different language.
And this is where are you from?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's not an accent, it's a language. So it's like a mix between the ancient Egyptian, the Latin, the Coptic Latin, and some African words. It's mixed in it, but mainly it's from the ancient Egyptian language. So the Nubian, they have their own unique culture and language and customs and everything.
Even Egyptians from any other city, they want understand how Nubians talk and how they speak, or even in their language. You cannot say what they're saying.
Exactly.
Because they never teach.
Can we distinguish them?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Through the color.
Skin color, of
We are
course.
the only brown color in Egypt, so it's mainly through the color and through the features, because also in Egypt you can recognize some people from the features, especially in the Upper Egypt and in Aswan. So yes, it's really different.
Okay. So can you tell us what are the most famous places you have in Egypt?
As
like touristic places.
Yeah, touristic. Of course, everyone would like say Ahramat and the three pyramids.
Correct.
So the three pyramids, and of course this whole touristic area with the Sphinx and the tombs, the pharaonic tombs, and all of that. So this is a main destination where tourists, the first thing they want to go and visit in Egypt when they have like a vacation.
Tourists from all the world, right?
Yes.
Yeah, such as a touristic place.
Yes.
Because especially in Upper Egypt, which it's in the south, but we call it Upper Egypt because of how the Nile is going through. So in Upper Egypt, we have like third of the monuments in the world. So we have so many temples, so many ancient Egyptian tombs, ancient Egyptians, even the towns. So when they go there, you cannot finish it in like 1 week or even 1 month.
Oh, it takes a lot of time?
Yes. It takes lots of time to discover all of the ancient Egyptian monuments and archaeology sites in Upper Egypt. My favorite is Abu Simbel Temple.
Okay.
You've been there?
Amazing. Yes.
She's been to all the museums and
I'm a
all the
tour guide.
temples
Okay,
in Egypt
so-
because
Egypt,
she's
I'm a tour guide.
So this is you should take us there and to give us
Well,
a
you
tour.
know what I heard? I heard that if someone goes there without a tourist guide,
Yes.
They'll get lost.
See, not for all cities. Like if you want to go to Sinai, or like to Sharm el-Sheikh, Hurghada, Dahab, you don't need any kind of
Exactly.
tour guiding, because it's there like spiritual.
Yeah.
It's relaxing. You go for diving, you go for swimming, for hiking, and even if you want to go for like a snow site to Saint Catherine, if you want to go to the West Desert, you have like sand skiing there. So you don't need tour guide only in Cairo. You would need a tour guide.
Wow. This is very interesting.
Yes.
So talking about food, this is something what I do really like. My colleague Eman, in every episode, she's going to prepare for us a dish. So we're going to see what she's going to prepare for us. So Eman, what do you have for
So
us
today I'm
Yummy.
going to be doing a basbousa, which is it's the most famous dish you have, right? And I'm going to do it with a little bit of twist. I'm going to add a little bit of saffron and cardamom with it. And I'll do kushari tea.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, which you add sugar to it.
Okay.
I took kushari and then I didn't hear the tea.
Exactly. When we hear kushari, so it's kushari.
Okay.
Kushari rice.
But it's like, you know that we have different types of tea in Egypt, especially when you are sitting on a public cafe. Not the cafe, we know, the modern cafes, but you know, the traditional ahwa.
Yeah.
You know.
So tea or coffee is the most common?
The tea, of
Tea, of
course.
course.
Tea.
But we have the kushari tea, and if you are very specialized in cafes, in sitting on traditional cafe, so you would ask for a tea on a white water.
Yeah.
شاي على مية بيض.
Okay.
So, yes.
What does this mean?
How is that?
What does this mean?
So this, when it comes, you know that the tea is fresh. It's
Okay.
not like being
Boiled
added and
over and
boiled
over.
over and
Like the
over.
Turkish one they do.
Yes. So
Okay.
you have the tea, and then you find the clear water, and you are the one who is mixing it. So
Okay.
this is a hint.
Okay.
So Iman, let's see what's the ingredient that you have here. I
Okay.
think you seems you have a lot here. Let's see what you
Yeah,
have.
I have the semolina.
Okay.
I'll be adding today sugar. You usually add the ghee,
Yes.
but today I'm gonna add the oil, vegetable oil, and coconut shredded with bicarbonate sodium and sodium carbonate, and we'll have vanilla. The twist, which is cardamom and saffron.
Okay.
We'll have yogurt, thick cream, 2 eggs, and those are for the garnish.
Wow, that seems really a lot of ingredient. I believe
hope
it's
you
gonna.
like it.
I think it's gonna be delicious.
I hope you like
Alright,
it. So I'm gonna prepare
you
it
can
now.
go ahead.
Okay.
So let's go back talking about food. Ooh.
Yes.
Food.
Since you have a
delicious
different, many cultures, probably you have also as well
Yes,
as a
definitely.
different cuisine. What's the most common cuisine? Because we still in Kuwait, you have a lot of cuisine,
Yes.
Egyptian cuisine. But let's see, is it similar or different? Please go ahead.
I believe that the one thing that everyone would see common in Egypt is the kushari, as we mentioned kushari. So the kushari plate is all over Egypt, like it's the main traditional plate.
Okay.
Which
Which is full of carb.
Of course, it's
Totally.
all carbs. So yeah, and I think the falafel.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
the,
full
the
and
traditional
falafel.
full and falafel, the
Which
Egyptian
everyone
ones,
knows.
because
It's very well known.
there is falafel in different other cultures, like not only the Egyptian,
Okay.
but in Egypt they do it with fava beans, so it's very Egyptian falafel.
Okay,
No,
so
no one else.
let me interrupt here. So
sure.
let's say kushari, it's only for lunch or dinner, or doesn't matter?
Anytime.
Anytime.
Even breakfast.
You eat breakfast? Oh, really?
Yeah, people who
Okay.
love
My
kushari.
husband can eat it on breakfast.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
What is other options do I have when I go to Egypt?
So actually, one of the most favorable dishes when you go especially to the Red Sea is all kinds of fish.
Okay.
So fish in Alexandria, especially the coastal cities.
Okay.
So Port Said, Ismailia, Alexandria, it's very common there.
Perfect.
But when you go down, so we have like the Delta area, they have very different kind of dishes.
Okay.
So vegetables, all kinds of vegetables, and with rice, and we have hamam,
Yes, the pigeons.
the pigeons.
Okay.
Yes, so yes, we eat the pigeons, and
Right.
it's full of rice.
I
or
have an
fruit.
Egyptian friend
Yes.
who always tells me to try a duck stuffed with chicken.
Yes.
Okay.
Stuffed with chicken.
They
That's,
Yeah.
can
that's
do
cute.
that, but duck is it's a very
Yeah.
rich dish there.
Common.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
told me it's very
Yes.
delicious.
And this is we're gonna go to the main dish, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
Okay.
a lunch and a dinner dish as stuffed pigeons, comes with molokhia and rice. So it's like a full, a full plate of colors and nice flavors. So
Nice.
yeah.
But in Aswan, we have a different dish, which is weka.
Okay.
So it's called weka. It's a kind.
What is that?
Okra.
It's okra, but it's in. You have to bring dried okra, and you do it with kind of soup, and it takes like hours to be prepared, but it's really delicious.
Is it with meat or without?
Sorry, you can eat it with meat or with chicken, but it's favorite with meat.
So move on to the sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yummy.
I do want to know.
What do you have as sweet?
Okay, sweets in Egypt, we have a lot. We have the rice pudding. And usually the rice pudding is connected with the kushari.
Okay.
The place that serves you kushari, you have to get rice pudding after you finish your kushari. So rice pudding, we have, what else?
We have, it's called Sad al-Hanak.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Hey, what?
And I believe Ali as well.
And Omani, of course,
Ali,
of course,
yes.
yes.
This is something
Besbousa and harissa, and there's a lot of. But
You can
Sad al-Hanak
hear
is very.
really very strange names regarding when you come to sweets in Egypt.
So by Zainab.
Rumush al-Sit. And
This
This is the first time I hear.
It will be very hard to translate it
I
in
need you to
English.
write down
we
those
cannot.
for me so I can search them.
Yeah.
Perfect. We're going to talk more about it, but we have a break. So, dear viewers, we have a short break and we will be back. So, please stay tuned. And we are back, dear viewers, and before we go on to talk about the Arabic Republic of Egypt, let's see what my colleague Eman is doing. So how is the cooking doing with you, Eman?
Well, it's going well. I finished already putting everything together.
Okay, it smells
So-
very good.
Yeah, because it has saffron. So after that, I'm gonna just put it here in my ramekin. And then after we finish, I'll put it in the oven for about like 20 minutes, 180 degrees.
All right,
And that's it.
perfect.
Then we're gonna put the sugar syrup.
All right, so I believe you have a question to
I
our
do.
esteemed guests.
Since you have like many customs and traditions, like the Sham al-Nasim,
Oh, yes.
the one we talked about before. Can you
Yes.
tell me about it?
Actually, it's one of the ancient traditions in Egypt. It relates to the springtime.
Okay, is there a specific date for it or just?
Yes.
Okay.
It's,
Is it a
April.
whole month?
April.
It has to be in April. People, they go outside, open air, they relate again to the nature. And what all we eat on this day is greens. First of all, we have to have breakfast boiled eggs. I don't know why, but it's something like Easter.
Yes,
We
exactly.
color the eggs
Color
and
the eggs,
yes,
yeah.
and this is the breakfast. But when it comes to lunch,
Okay.
So at lunch, we actually have this salted fish. I believe everyone knows the
Is
name.
it dry
Sisi.
fish?
It's salted. I'm not sure it's dry. It's salted. So they even leave it to like salt, and it has a very
Festive.
beautiful smell, but it stays for like weeks. People, they do it in home.
Okay.
And also there is herring, and herring, we see it here in markets. You can buy the herring, like it's also a salted fish, but it's not that extent of the fisik, the other one. So they have this with the greens, the onions, and people, they love gatherings in Sham al-Nasim, and they go to in the gardens and they eat this kind of food.
no one
So-
stays home.
Yes.
So it's belong to the whole family.
Yes.
Children, older
Even
people.
with neighbors and friends. So it's like big gatherings, and we have lots of green areas. We go and we have our food, our basket of food, and we send everything.
It's like
It's like what
welcoming.
people do in Eid.
Something like that.
Yeah, it is. It's
But
very
in
similar.
Eid, they go for more fun. Like
Okay.
we go for beaches, we go for
Entertainment parks.
entertainment
Okay.
parks. But in Sham al-Nasim, it's all about green areas.
Interesting.
Nothing
And this is
more.
gonna the whole country, in the whole
Yes.
Egypt, they do the same.
Yes, this is common in all cities and all cultures. So Sham al-Nasim is a very like
Well known.
sacred. Yes,
Wow, this is very interesting.
Yes,
Seems
it is.
really fun.
it is.
So let's talk about more about where are you from? Before the interview that you told both of you that you're from Aswan.
Our roots, yes.
Exactly. So let's see how it's different from other cultures or from other area in Egypt.
See, the Nubian culture is very linked to the ancient Egyptian because of all the monuments and archaeological sites are there. In Nubia, we are more into the old traditions and the old cultures. So when it comes to marriage, we have like a 1 week marriage.
Wow.
It's not like 1 day wedding. No, it's a 1 week.
Okay.
And each day it has its all its traditions, and even for the clothes the bride and the groom they wear, it's different each day.
Okay.
And I believe in Nubia, the bride, I mean, the groom should bring the bride the whole gold.
Yes.
She has to wear gold, like
Okay.
to be like covered in gold.
Wow. So poor husband has to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
Actually, it's little less now, but it's the same. The
Okay.
same idea
Okay.
still exists.
Yes.
And also the henna. The henna is very well known in
Yeah.
Aswan.
Interesting.
And one of the things is that when it comes to food and when it comes to even the traditional drinks, it's very different in Nubia. And most of the language and most of the expressions we use in Nubia is very related to the hieroglyphic. So you would find many common expressions, and actually it was spread all over Egypt after that. One of the words you can hear some Egyptians, they say like khasaf, hakhsif. So it's something related to do something violent. It's related to destruction, and actually it's a hieroglyphic word with the same word you can say in hieroglyphic, khasaf.
Okay.
And Shem and Nasim, when you mentioned before, Shem, it's a hieroglyphic word,
Okay.
and it came from the word shmu, which is the wind.
Okay.
Oh, I thought like for smelling.
No.
No,
I hear the
actually
same
it's
thing.
smelling
They
because
they
it's
took it
related.
to smelling.
So yes, it's
Yeah.
like the same accent and the same words we got it in hieroglyphic. It spread through all the years, the thousand of years, and until now it's used, especially in Nubia, they are using the same accents. We have even different culture when it comes to hygiene. So we use very different special the soup and even the kind of the herbs we use. It's really different. Most of the Egyptians, they don't know about it, but we still use it there.
Wow.
Can you tell us like what do you use?
Delka, it's called delka.
Okay.
It's a kind of a very nice scented herbs.
Okay.
And it's really amazing.
You seems really you missed it very much.
Aromatic.
Yes, yes.
It's very interesting information.
Yeah, this is for the first time I hear it.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to really visit Aswan.
You'll love it.
I,
You'll love it. You have
I
to.
definitely will do.
Very amazing.
But before we still have gonna talk, Egypt is such a huge country. It has a lot of heritage, history. Gonna talk more about it, but we have a report. So, dear viewers, we have a report to talk about one of the seven wonder in the world, which is the pyramid. Hopefully that you're gonna enjoy watching it, and we will be back. So please stay tuned.
The pyramids of Egypt are ancient structures located in the Giza Plateau near Cairo. The most famous ones are the Great Pyramids of Giza, also known as the Pyramid of Khufu, the Pyramid of Khafra, and the Pyramid of Menkaure. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu during the Old Kingdom of Egypt. It is the largest of the pyramids and one of the seven wonders of the ancient world. Pyramid of Khafra, believed to be built for Pharaoh Khafra. The Pyramid of Menkaura, smaller than the other two. This pyramid was built for Pharaoh Menkaura. The Great Sphinx of Giza, adjacent to the pyramids. It is a colossal limestone statue with the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh, often thought to represent Khafra. The pyramids were built as tombs for the pharaohs, designed to house them in the afterlife and protect their mummies and treasures. The pyramids date back to around 2600 to 2500 BC, making them over 4,500 years old. The pyramids are a testament to the advanced architectural and engineering skills of ancient Egypt and continue to be a symbol of the country's rich history and culture.
And we're back, dear viewers, talking about the pyramids with our special guests. So, May and Shahinaz, what about the pyramids? What's so unique about it?
As a wonder, one of the wonders of the world, it's not not only the 3 pyramids of Giza is the only pyramids in Egypt.
Oh,
there are more than 100 plus pyramids in Egypt.
Wow.
Those are the completed ones. Those was found complete after all these thousands of years, beside the Snefru pyramid. It's Snefru pyramid. It was found after the 3 pyramids of Giza. The most unique about the pyramids is the fact that each stone, it weighed like tons.
Correct.
And it came from the upper of Egypt down near Aswan.
It's so huge.
How could they
Up
carry
to Cairo.
Yeah.
Yes. So all the questions and all the research, it was about how they were able to get all these stones, these tons of stones, up to this location in Giza, and how they put it all together.
Exactly.
And how long it took them to build all of these?
So some of the opinions, it say that they built some kinds of roads, you know, up roads, and each time they started the pyramids from up to down.
Okay.
So whenever they are finishing like a layer, they demolish a road and they start with the other layers. But it's only opinions, and until now we don't know how
What's
it
the
was built.
exact reason?
Maybe
How
because they were very strong or something like that.
Actually, it's more scientific,
Yeah.
because some research, it says they used the gravity power, the gravity law, to build such huge piece of sculpture like that. And the same, it goes to the Sphinx, how it was built like that.
But all the secrets were like buried with them.
Exactly.
Exactly. This is very interesting. And really, I have been there actually several times. I really enjoy the place over
And
there.
did you go inside the pyramid?
Unfortunately, I did not get the chance to go there.
So there are a
need
lot
to
of
try.
things to see inside, and each pyramid has different charms and different tombs inside. So I think it's very interesting to see also what's inside.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And
So-
there is a whole city for priests surrounding the pyramids area. They just, it's been discovered recently. That's why you need a tour guide in Cairo,
Okay.
because those places you can only enter with a tour guide, not alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as you said before, that it takes a lot of time to like visit those places.
Yes.
So if we're thinking to go, we need to have a 1 week for those places.
Yes.
Minimum.
Exactly. So let's go back to sweet. Let's see my colleague Eman, how she's doing with
Well,
her
it's out of
dish.
the oven now.
All right.
I only need to add the sugar syrup and we'll cut, garnish, and that's it.
That's why I'm so excited.
But before we start that, I'll just do the kosheri tea for you
All right.
so you can taste.
This is very interesting.
Hope you enjoy it.
So let's go back to the food here in Kuwait.
Yes. Yep.
Do you like it?
We just ate majbouz before.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
All right. So you are,
But
We
I
are
prefer
in-
Morabian.
okay.
She prefers.
Yes, I prefer majbouz, chicken majbouz, honestly, and also the mutabbaq. Mutabbaq is beidi, and because I'm into
Yes,
I'm into
okay.
seafood and fish, so
Okay.
yeah,
And you like it so far? And
Yeah, of course.
everything's
Good,
perfect. Since we were born here, so well, this is
Sure.
our own dishes. Yeah,
and this is
Thank you.
for you.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
her or for you?
And this is for you.
you.
All right. Enjoy.
Looks very Egyptian.
Exactly.
Great.
I actually wanted to add more cardamom and saffron, but
No, that's
It's not gonna be
yes,
that.
we don't
Yes.
add any herbs inside the
Yeah,
tea, so
only maybe
so-
mint.
Yes,
The fresh mint.
Yes,
This is the
exactly.
only thing. Yes.
Exactly.
So while she's gonna cut her
The spousa.
yeah, I
spousa.
just want to add first this sugar syrup. So then I'm gonna cut
That
it.
looks delicious.
So,
Thank you.
any tourist places that you like here in Kuwait?
See, since we were born in Kuwait, I still have the nostalgia. So I used to go to Showbiz.
Okay.
And
I
Oh,
used
that's
to go
awesome.
to-
Yeah, I used to
That's
have
fun.
my birthday. Every
Place.
birthday I do it in Showbiz. So
Oh wow, that's a long time ago
Yeah.
then, huh?
yes, and we had like each 2 weeks we go to the entertainment city,
Yeah.
and sometimes we used to go to Al Salam Ship, if
Okay.
you remember it.
Uh-huh.
Yes, so those were my favorite places. But now I love Al Shahid Park.
All right.
I love it,
Especially in
amazing.
winter.
Yeah. Nowadays
In
it's
winter.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's so beautiful.
The
to
perfect
go
dancing
outside.
fountain.
Long walks.
Yes, yes, it's lovely.
Yeah, I usually take the kids there.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Very,
amazing.
very
And,
interesting.
actually, one of the places I love is the shooting ring
Okay.
and Muruj. I love this place. It's amazing.
That's good.
And we always like in the winter we go to the camps, the
Okay.
desert camps,
Mubarakiyah is
and
a
Mubarak,
favorite
of course.
All
yeah.
right.
place.
That's right. It's
It's
an
always a
additional,
favorite place.
additional
Yes.
market
Yes.
here.
It's
in
everyone's
Definitely.
favorite, actually.
Yes.
Kuwait. Very
We
interesting.
have so many places here. It's amazing.
It is.
Yeah,
And you
I
probably,
enjoy it.
You could feel that you are like in Egypt, or
Some places.
It's
Yeah.
definitely because even Kuwait as a whole place, it's our home. Because we are born here,
Okay.
we've been raised here, so we don't feel like we are foreigners in Kuwait. No,
Exactly.
it's same as our
Actually,
home.
you're
So we enjoy, yeah, we enjoy every piece. We have memories all over Kuwait, so we're very attached. And I even remember the smells like when I'm
There
in
is a
Egypt.
special smell.
Exactly.
in
When
the
I'm in
streets here.
Egypt, I finish my studies. So the first thing at the last day of my exams, I come directly to Kuwait, and I just smell the memories and the nostalgia. So everything is connecting us to Kuwait.
So Mubarakia is a little bit, it's similar to Khan al-Khalili.
Okay.
As a traditional souk, so it's a little bit similar.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this is why it's very interesting that you actually, I'm glad to hear that you really enjoy being here in Kuwait and being part of Kuwait. This is why it's very interesting. And probably you go back and forth to Egypt.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
We used to study in Egypt, so our studies were in Egypt, and here we used to like people in vacation. They travel to their home country. I mean, they
in
go
summer.
Well, you do the opposite.
Exactly the same.
So what are the similarities between Kuwait and Egypt? So do you have something really common here and there? Because we here in Kuwait that we really like the Egyptian movie. We like to see the Egyptian TV show. It's something in our culture. So when we go there, it seems that it's part of us.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe people here and there, they love fun, joy. They love to go outside. They love the gatherings.
They love jokes.
For example,
the
humor, the sense of humor.
It's really
there are a lot of common
and the generosity.
things.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Yes.
So let's see if I am planning to visit Egypt.
Yeah. What is the best place to go to?
Okay, so actually, it's about what's your hobbies. What do you love to do in your life?
Everything, actually.
So if you are hiker,
I like adventure.
If you like adventure, so you can go to the south, where is Aswan and Luxor, the tombs, the pyramids, the temples.
Yes.
You will go.
This is
amazing.
Beautiful basbousa.
Probably.
Thank
you.
There you go.
That's for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's a perfect
Actually, it's perfect.
Combination?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to eat or
It
drink.
probably,
forks are here.
and you have to
Thank
try
you.
it.
We will.
Yes, you should try it.
Okay.
So,
Let's try it.
when you are going, you love adventure. So probably you will go like to the oasis
Okay.
because there you will go for hiking. You can go for sand skiing. We have even the medical tourism there. We
Where's
have the
that?
lakes. It's in the western desert. It's called the oasis.
Okay.
It's amazing there. And actually, one of the things is that most of the kings and most of the presidents in the whole world, they went to a special hotel there. It's very well known that there is no electricity, there is no Wi-Fi.
Okay.
There is nothing.
They're isolated from the whole world.
You are back into nature, totally back into nature.
And where is that again?
In oasis, in the western desert.
You need to write that down.
That's a good place to go to.
So,
Yeah.
Yes. If you want,
Dive?
and as a doctor.
Yeah. Okay.
You're a doctor.
It's just back to me right now.
Yes.
All right.
So you would like a kind of relaxation, link to the nature again, so you can go to Sinai, diving and swimming and just laying down the
Like
sun.
the Red Sea.
Yeah.
Yes, amazing.
This is something I like to do, some physical activity, and I believe diving is so huge
Yes.
in the Red Sea, and
Yes.
it's really
The
interesting.
corals.
Yes.
I believe you should try it.
The
and-
basbousa is
and-
really
and-
good.
And tell me about it.
Definitely.
Amazing.
I'm
amazing.
happy you liked it.
I love the saffron and the cardamom taste.
Yeah.
It gives it a very signature taste.
Oh, thank you so
I love
much.
it.
It is
Thank
very,
you.
it is very sweet, very.
Yeah, I love
really, I do really
is.
like.
Thank you so much.
for making it.
Thank you.
And the good
That's
thing is that our esteemed guests liked it.
It's
happy.
perfect. Thank you.
It's perfect. Huh?
Actually, some of the mistakes many people they do, that when you eat basbousa especially, you feel it's eggy, you know.
Okay.
But this is perfect.
Oh,
Perfect.
thank
Yeah,
you so
it's
much.
perfect.
I'm glad.
So, May and Shahinaz, we really loved your all the
Conversation.
information that you've been providing for us, as well to our dear viewers. So, we would like to thank you for being with us.
Our pleasure to be here with you
It is,
today.
yeah.
Thank
It is.
you.
Thank you. Thank you
you
for
so
being
much.
here with us.
Thank you. It's
Thank you
our
so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you for the beautiful dessert and the kushari tea. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, dear viewers, we're going to go on a short break and going to continue the culture flavor. But please be back and stay tuned. And we're back, dear viewers, and unfortunately, we are reaching the end of this episode. So, Eman, we learned a lot about Egypt today.
Yeah, we did. I really want to thank May and Shahinaz for this beautiful conversation that we had. to know more about their country, which things that I didn't know even before.
Exactly. I've been to Egypt several times, and I'm going to go there to visit more
I've
places.
never been there before, so I would like to go there.
Exactly. So what's going to be our country for next episode?
Let's make it a surprise.
So dear viewers, we're going to see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.